In my quest to improve as a coach, I often would enroll in psychology type courses. And it was part of my major in science as well. I took a lot of psychology courses because I wanted to understand the human condition, the way that I can support people. Because the more I spent time working with people, the more I realized that it's not so much the X's and O's, the what to do, it's the how to do it. How do I get people to do it? Or why are they doing it, right? Understanding why behaviors are a certain way when they're not going well, and how do I improve, right? I think most people can Google the answers to what to do. It's really about how to do it, right? And part of the industry in psychology has really gone towards compassion and empathy. And it was sort of this mirror to this overbearing, really strict experience that people were having with coaches in sports and their parents, and some people, it was sometimes being reflected in the fitness and health industry as well. So I think as a counterbalance, as a pendulum swing, there was more and more compassion that was being taught as the way to get people to make changes, to help meet them where they're at, help them understand it's not so much their fault, it's okay to fail, et cetera, et cetera. And I think as I'm saying this, I don't want it to sound like I don't agree with this, because I do. But what I think has happened, and what somebody else has coined as the term, as toxic compassion has developed. It's almost like just as bad as the discipline and the pressure that was being created by the coaches and the authority figures before, the opposite has occurred now. The compassion has become toxic because it's allowed some people to lower their standards. It's allowed some people to sort of wallow in their situations and understand that, oh, maybe I am not able to do this because of this, that, and the other. So instead of saying, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, I think what has to happen is this pendulum has to come back, and it has to kind of go back to the middle a little bit more. The toxic compassion says it's okay to mess up every day for a week. And by mess up, it's the term that you would use when you're not hitting your targets. It's this wallowing in your experience. And yes, it's okay to feel certain ways. That's not the problem. Like, we're not judging that person for feeling a certain feeling. The point is that we are compassionate, we're empathetic, we understand that people go through this. You as a client, you're gonna go through it. That's not a problem. We're not gonna get upset as your coach. But what we want you to do is to, okay, pick yourself up, brush off, and let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Let's apply it. Because continuing to be compassionate as your coach in a fashion that allows you to continue to behave in the way that does not line up with your goal is only becoming an enabler for you not to succeed. And as your coach and as the industry, I don't think that's the way we need to be going. Again, going back to this sort of authoritative figure where it was like overbearing, I don't agree with that either. But I think in some cases we've swung too far. And the term that I heard the other day was toxic compassion, and it was such a good explanation of what's happened. We need to find a way to keep our standards, not continually lower them. You're expected to do these things to succeed for your goal. But on days and weeks, and so it happens, like life happens. Maybe you're upset. Maybe something happened in your family. Maybe at work you had to stay late and you couldn't do all the things. That's okay. But the next point is, okay, let's get back to it. So beware of those people that are toxically compassionate with you, because maybe in the same way that they're trying to derail you from your efforts, say, just get to the gym one day. It's the same thing as they say, it's okay that you've missed 30 days this month of your fitness goals. So beware of what's being coined as toxic compassion.